Welcome back. 9 a.m. here in the Philippines, local time. Sitting here next to the window, a little warm, in my non-air conditioned apartment and no hot water, living retired and broke. Got a lot of feedback from friends and people who watched. They thought maybe it'd be a good idea to give a brief summary how I've gotten here. And I was a professional gambler for about 25 years. Also an entrepreneur. Divorced 3 times. That might have had a little to do with it. But nonetheless, almost 52 years old, and I'm here in the Philippines and living on inconsistent and as cheaply as possible. So I've been meaning to follow up with the videos that I've made. I've gotten a lot of response, a lot of questions, and I'll do my best to do that. I have been under the weather, so you might be able to tell. It is Saturday, still Black Friday in the United States. So I'll just go ahead and start with the questions. I did live stream. I went back and watched a little bit. I wasn't thrilled with the way it came out. However, the best part about it is I didn't have to upload the video and go through a bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna just kind of answer some of the community questions, and also, again, vlog more about what's going on and what I'm doing about it. Scotty, you might want to write an ebook on travel tips on budget. You probably know some good tips. Maybe you could sell for $5 or $10 a pop. Not a terrible idea, frankly, but one thing that's going on is AI is writing a lot of travel books. And actually, it's quite clear that it's taking the information that's being written online, which a lot of which is wrong. And if you do go online to look for travel tips, frankly, and then you use them, or one example of this is I follow a travel vlogger, and he mentioned a place that he went to that he liked and stuff, and it was made up. And I thought it was interesting how the more that the advice I read online and then experienced it, many of these people, it was clear that maybe they didn't even go. Another great example of this is that Las Vegas influencers, many of them don't even live there. Travel vloggers that you may follow that live here or in Southeast Asia often will go home. I don't have a home in the United States. So, I'm riding this out. So, and to kind of maybe also add that writing a book on travel tips might put you in a different category. Even if the tips are quite good, you end up in an SEO situation trying to get exposure for your content. But overall, I have written some books, and I took them off Amazon because the payoff was pretty small for what I had into it. I was going to republish it on Apple, but I haven't followed through at this point. I wish you all the best. Sometimes in Thailand, you can really clear your mind and get more exercise. I exercise a lot. Seems like you may benefit from returning to the States, bolster your income. Maybe not. 50, my experience, as I talked about earlier, my last real job was working for the casino business, the World Series of Poker. I worked in the casino business for a good amount of years. Before that, I built houses. Maybe a minimalist. I'm pretty minimalist. I have what amounts to a trash bag of clothes. Don't get a car, maybe live in a shelter, or rent really small somewhere going back and forth. Frankly, I still feel like I'm probably better off here. I'm paying pretty minimal amount, no AC, no hot water, cold plunges. I feel like I'm probably better off here. Whatever you do, I wish you all the best. Thank you very much. Good luck, man. Hang in there. Yes, thank you. So, next question is, you're assuming your business keeps up in your field. This is a good point. Google shifts the algo again and your toast. Not much you could do about though. There's a lot of talk about passive income and people wanting to make money online. I have been doing this about 18 years now, making money online, and like the videos that you see here, this is my attempt to, constantly be reinventing myself. Whenever you set yourself up to make money, example, Google, or what, many people don't even go back to eBay, right? Things change and you are affected. This also goes for like Airbnbs, Uber, many things out there that, frankly, things change. When's the last time you've been to MySpace? Again, kind of, the internet's changing a lot. And here now we are faced with AI, and like I talked about earlier, and it's important to constantly be, again, kind of reinventing yourself. I've done a pretty good job at that, but it's been more challenging lately. Clients having problems, and again, dealing with this sometimes can take time, and reinventing yourself can take time. I've made 3,000 videos. I do make money every day, but still rather small from what it would take to hold myself up. That being said, the experience that I've gotten helps me a lot to make these changes and to see what's going on. And, it's also important that you're constantly out there, seeing what other people are doing, frankly. Have you thought about teaching English online? Yeah, I have thought about teaching English. Frankly, I don't know how, I've learned Spanish. I wouldn't say I teach or, speak Spanish well. I just don't know what I would have to offer in the way of, teaching English, other than knowing English. I teach online for the last 6 years, and it makes more than enough per month to live in Thailand. Yeah, that's great. I know many people who do it. I have a friend who, I don't think he teaches English in Vietnam anymore. I think he returned to New York. He did it for many years. I thought it was, he was like, hey, come over, check out what I'm doing. I went into a classroom and a bunch of screaming kids, and I was like, But I was like, where do you start with something like that? Don't have any teaching background, so I don't really, again, not sure really what I would have to offer other than just conversating back and forth. I have thought more about the idea of teaching Filipinos how to communicate with Americans. There's that, as call centers are very popular, and Filipinos who speak English and can understand you well many times are nervous to talk to Americans or foreigners. So I thought about doing something more along that line. Hello, I'm new to the channel. Big question is, what do you want to do, and do you have any pension or other sources of reliable income? No, I have none of that. Would you like to stay in the Philippines? I've been in the Philippines quite a while. Last time, 11 months. I often jump around on tourist visas between here, Vietnam, Cambodia, and Thailand, and kind of just go around. My last attempt at a longer term visa in Cambodia kind of was a very interesting experience. If you want to go back and look at that, you can. In countries like Vietnam, Cambodia, you can get a teaching job, English, very easy. Again, yeah, I've been approached for many of these jobs, even people pulling over, offering me these type of jobs. Yes, then they are looking for Americans, specifically. It's very easy money, especially for people from the West like you. Good luck. Yeah, again, I can confirm that, and I get a lot of these questions. How do you get these jobs? Actually showing up is a big deal. Let's see. So you have officially moved from Thailand to the Philippines. I have officially, located from Thailand. My visa was coming up. The $1,900 baht that it takes to stay there was pricey, but it did appear that Thailand would allow me to stay much longer, but I felt like the price was high. Now here in the Philippines, I will stay up to their 180-day to avoid having to also get an exit visa. So, and then I will probably go again on the rotation to, Vietnam, probably skip Cambodia, Thailand, and maybe Malaysia. This should be interesting. I'm coming down to the Phils in February and live quite frugal on $1,100 a month. You shouldn't have much problem living on $1,100 a month. The bank or YouTube, time to go home. Nah. So me having $1,100 live should be no problem. In other words, yeah, again, should be really easy living on $1,100 a month. I would go to the Providence areas outside, many good places, but you shouldn't have much of a problem. Next one here, $50 super chat. Thank you very much. How much is YouTube paying you monthly? Micro amounts of money. Was the airfare more than $150? Probably referring to Chiang Mai to the Philippines. No, it happened to be about $60, and of course with some baggage fees. Let's see here. Isn't there a lot of casinos in the Philippines? There is some casinos in the Philippines. Gone in there out of curiosity, but other than that, I wouldn't gamble in the Philippines. If you're probably because the odds of winning are probably small with no, like in the United States, there is a gambling commission. They probably, fleece you. Other than that, just kind of touching on some of that of what I know about it, there, even is a commission for cashing out. Again, chances of actually winning money in a casino in the Philippines, I feel like it's probably small, in my opinion. Anyway, I think I will end the video there. Thank you all very much for your questions, and I will catch you on the next video.